07Jun247196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussain here, once again leaving yourself another daily message like a broken record, as I have been doing so for the last, nearly coming to 10 months now, isn't it? 10 months that is coming to that. I've been leaving daily messages and you're refusing to get back to me. And there's absolutely no excuse for you not to speak to me, is there? Because you were off, I believe, 2 days, Monday and Tuesday this week. You returned on Wednesday. And I know this because that's what the care home manager Tracy was telling me, that you're on holiday, which gave me a rare opportunity to see my brother. And subsequently, obviously, all hell's broken loose because I've got in touch with the proprietor of the care home, looking to see if he would act with the comportment or reasonableness. And obviously, he's just as part of the same system, isn't it? You've basically got my brother and exploiting him for your own benefit. And that's the bottom line, is that you have done this in order to target and victimize both me and my brother. Now here we are, several months, 10 months later, and what have you achieved so far? I have seen my brother and I've seen the abysmal state that he's been in, and the care home manager saying that he's going to return the contract back to yourself. Well, he had it quite easy, didn't he? They had it quite easy beforehand because nobody was looking to challenge the quality of care that my brother was receiving. Basically, you took away my brother's voice, didn't you? I'm my brother's voice. That's why I charge so much, because he's a vulnerable person. He doesn't speak English, and also he has mental health problems. But he does not lack mental capacity. He's put me in charge. You want to negate that on your own lies and deceptions, and have now put my brother into this situation where I've seen the condition that he's being held in far worse than the condition that I would have had. He was in my care, 10 times worse. But more importantly, he's the one that is screaming out that, look, I'm being abused here, I'm being neglected here, I'm being exploited here. So if those things that have come out of my brother's mouth, if they had been leveled at me, I would be in prison right now. But you see, when the shoe's on the other foot, it makes no difference, does it? I mean, you can kill and murder people, can't you? Then you go to your own judges in front of the whole public as an escapade, just kangaroo courts where people are nodding and umming and ahhing and thoughts with the family, yet you've murdered somebody. So this is just part of a murdering process, isn't it? And I've gone through this process several times now. I remind myself that I went through this process 10 years ago when you had equally banned me from visiting my older brother Nazim at the care home then, under much of the same allegations and hearsay, and we as the managers must protect the safeguard and interest of all the residents that we are responsible for. You're all liars, you're all crooks, you're all milking the system. You are basically exploiting the vulnerable people to make profit and gain for yourself. This is all a deception and a lie, and you've got my brother into this situation now. Now, I'm not sure what I've included you in the email that I've received from David Crabtree, who's the proprietor of the Sunningdale care home, and he's now telling me that I can't even speak to any staff member. What have I done? Have I been rude or aggressive? As you can see from the email, I'm just saying, look, serious safeguarding alerts or issues that have been brought to my attention by my brother, and I just want to have them addressed. Maybe I've got the wrong end of the stick. Maybe what my brother's told me is not correct. But the reaction, have you seen that? You've read the reaction. They are now saying that, I need to get a good solicitor and a good barrister to challenge him, otherwise he's not going to speak to me. Completely ridiculous, isn't it, Mr. Browell? Why would they take such a heavy-handed approach with me? It was only you had only given permission last week, and it was you, Mr. Browell, because that's what Tracy told me, that Christopher Browell has now given permission for me to speak to my brother on the telephone. So I spoke to my brother last Thursday, 30th of May on the telephone. I spoke to him on the 31st of May on the telephone. I spoke to him on the 1st of June. I spoke to him on the 2nd of June. He was begging me to come and visit him. He was saying, please come and visit me. Come now, come urgently. And I told him, no, I'll have to come on Monday. And then he started making some serious allegations. And I had the care staff make a note of them. And also it can be escalated to the manager, hoping to speak to the manager on Monday. The manager was refusing to, and you were not at work on Monday, the 3rd of June. The manager was refusing to let me see my brother initially, but then when I had come down, she had got the okay from your manager, Mohammed Fayaz, to allow me to see my brother. Because obviously the intent, I know what the intention was. Now that my brother's blown the whistle basically and made me aware that you are abusing him in that care home, you were trying to stage events to trigger me to so the police would have been necessarily called. That did not happen because unbeknown to you, I brought a chaperone along who was able to witness my conduct, and had the police got involved, then there would have been an independent witness to the events. I know you had told me not to record the situation, so I brought a witness along. So should the care home have seen a need to call the police, then obviously there would have been a third party independent witness. That discouraged the manager from executing your desired objective of needing to necessitate antagonize me and destabilize the situation in order for you to instruct the care home to call the police upon me, when you know the fact that I'm already on a police investigation and been released from bail. So this was all a staged event that obviously fell apart flat on its face.
15 seconds recording time remaining.
Yeah, there's only 15 minutes left, but yeah, it all fell apart, and now as a consequence, you're all like running around like headless chickens on the 21st of June. That's got nothing to do with me. I want to see my brother, and there's no restrictions on me seeing my brother. I've not harmed him or alarmed him. You are the ones that are harming and alarming him and now telling lies in order to cover up. So I need to know what's the situation.
Your time has expired. To leave your message, press 1. To